Chapter 2, Tackling Self-Employment Challenges. In the previous chapter, we discussed many benefits of self-employment. There is no doubt that if you start your own venture, there is no limit to earning and success. In a salary job, one has limited scope of earning and reaching to the top. As a matter of fact, government jobs were first created by the British in India when they were ruling our country. They wanted to create a class of people who could read and write in English and follow the instructions of boss blindly. Prior to that, everyone in our country was pursuing one's own occupation, big or small. But starting one's own venture is not an easy task. One can face a lot of difficulties in the beginning. People may not give you appointments and listen to you. You may have to do a lot of tightrope walking by managing many things simultaneously, like procurement, manufacturing, sales, collection, etc. single-handedly. You may not be well versed in maintaining accounts also. At this stage, you can't afford to employ someone to assist you. You will have to do everything on your own. Getting loans from banks or other financial institutions is also a tough task. You will face failures more often than not. You might have accumulated a big pile of debt and don't know how to repay it. Your creditors may be pursuing you and you may not know how to tackle them. A time may come when you may feel depressed and want to leave everything and run away. But this is not the solution. I can tell you that all successful people face challenges and failures in their life. The only quality they had was perseverance. They did not lose heart and faced all challenges boldly and kept on walking on the path decided by them. After reading all this, things may look scary to you, but in reality they are not. I shall share a few tips to overcome all these challenges. Firstly, you should be realistic. You should be very clear about your strengths and weaknesses. Do only those things in which you are good at and can perform effectively. I have seen many people doing business in the area in which their friends, neighbors, or acquaintances have succeeded and follow them blindly. I have seen many people entering into share business without knowing ABC of share market and then falling miserably. Please never ever do this. Start with small and build it up slowly and steadily. You must be aware that Rome was not built in a day. All successful people in business today have put hard work for many years or maybe decades. I heard a very successful person saying that behind every overnight success there is a hard work of 20 years. I have seen people who want to become rich overnight this way or that way. In the process, they commit all type of follies. Many of these cannot be reversed and people may have to pay very heavy price for that. We have seen many rich and famous running away from law and country just because they adopt shortcuts in their efforts to become ultra rich very fast. Please remember that there are no shortcuts to success. Honesty, integrity, and hard work are three strong pillars of success. Taking loan from others is a good way of giving momentum to your business, but disproportionately high loans may become a big pain for you. So, please avail only that much loan which you can repay easily. Getting loan from banks and financial institutions is also a big challenge. Nobody wants to give loan to a new person. They want to give it only to experienced people, and they also ask for guarantee of some person and security of some property which you may not be in a position to give in the initial phase. But you can learn how to take loans from banks easily by reading chapter 11 Bank Loans of this book. After seeing a lot of challenges, some may feel trapped and may also go into depression, which at times can be dangerous also. Therefore, you should know how to manage your low moments. First of all, you should have a strong willpower. You can have a good friend or relative with whom you can share your feelings. One thing should be clear in your mind, that problems are bound to come, and we can resolve this only by facing them head on and not by running away from them. Failures are bound to come. We should know failures are the experiences which gives us a lot of learning. By facing failures, we not only learn not to repeat them, but they also make us stronger to face other failures in future. Always keep in mind that it is okay to commit mistakes, but it is not okay to repeat these mistakes. We should learn from our own mistakes and move forward. Don't feel shy of having big dreams. Only those people can realize their big dreams who see them. Therefore, don't limit your dreams. It doesn't cost anything to dream big. If you want to start a venture and want to know what and how to start, next chapters in this book will guide you in the matter. I am sure that after reading this book, you will not only feel confident to start on your own, but also succeed in your venture. Chapter 3: How to choose your business niche. Choosing a business activity is not an easy task, especially in our country, where unemployment rate is so high that people think they don't have many choices, and they tend to grab whatever opportunity comes in their way. But this is not the correct approach. Therefore, in this chapter, we shall discuss that how people can choose an avocation which is appropriate for them and where they can get maximum success. In most of the cases, people join any course or degree which their parents want them to. Most of the Indian parents want that their children to become either doctor or engineers. The people who don't become engineer or doctor go for graduation or post-graduation. After completing their studies, they prepare for civil services, bank exams, or for other government jobs. People prefer government jobs over private jobs because of job security. But in present times, there are many more opportunities than those mentioned above. The share of service sector in our economy is increasing drastically. Many versatile people have launched startups. E-commerce platforms are also doing excellent business. One can choose a profession on the basis of following three criteria. Number 1, qualifications. Number 2, skills. Number 3, none of the above. Qualifications. If you have any professional qualifications like doctor, engineer or chartered accountant, you should choose your profession based on that. But the problem in our country is that people don't join professional courses because they have any special interest in those courses. Most of the courses are joined on recommendations of parents, relatives or well-wishers. One should avoid this tendency because it may not benefit in the long run. There are certain courses where entry is tough but exit is easy. Such courses are MBA, engineering, medical, etc. Therefore, if a person gets admission in any of these courses, that person has high chances of completing it and coming out successful. But there are certain courses where entry is very easy but exit is tough. CA is one such course. I have seen many people wasting 8 to 10 years of completing CA course but still not able to crack it. If that is the case, it is better to look for the other opportunities than wasting precious years of life in trying to achieve the unachievable. There was a time when people doing MBA or engineering courses were in great demand. Because of this reason, many MBA and engineering colleges were open in all nook and corner of the country. This led to deterioration in the quality of course imparted. The result was that people who passed out of these colleges did not get jobs and there was a lot of frustration amongst them. Please understand that it is not the degree but the quality of degree which can land you in a good job. Still, the students who have done MBA from good colleges like IIMs, MDI, IMT, etc. and engineering from good colleges like IITs and regional engineering colleges have better chances of getting good jobs. Now the second point comes, skills. If you are having certain skills like plumbing, electrician, carpenter, etc., you can choose your profession on the basis of such skill. If you become an expert in the area of your core competency, you will be in a great demand and you can charge as much as you want. Some people feel these are small jobs and nobody gives respect to people in such occupations. In fact, this is not the truth. I know a person who started his career as a simple tailor in Mumbai. Initially, he had to sleep on the footpath. Now, he is stitching clothes for Bollywood celebrities and successful politicians because of his expertise in his job. Now, he has developed his skill so much that he could stitch a suit for me just by looking at me and without taking any measurements. Not only he is serving celebrities, but he himself has become a celebrity. and has given interviews to many newspapers and magazines. In coming chapter, we shall explain in detail that how you can become rich and famous while pursuing your core skills. Now the third point is none of the above. There are so many professions in which you don't require any special degrees or skill, but you can still become successful. You must be remembering the story of the tomato seller mentioned in chapter 1, that how a less qualified boy become rich and famous just by selling tomatoes in the street of a city. But we should remember that all successful people have two qualities in them: determination and entrepreneurship. We shall discuss about entrepreneurship in detail in next chapter. There are so many cases where many uneducated or less educated people are rich businessmen, and many qualified MBAs and chartered accountants are working for them. Please note that one should choose a profession with a lot of thinking and planning. There are many people who start a business without much planning. Then they either don't like or succeed in this and change their profession, but they don't get success in that also. They change it again and again. Their whole life is spent in such experiments without getting any success. Please understand that rolling stone gather no moss. One must be consistent. While choosing a profession, one should try to choose a profession which is evergreen. For example, whatever may happen, people will not stop eating, drinking, brushing teeth, washing their clothes, etc. Therefore, doing business in these core areas can give steady income. I have seen that many people who lost job during COVID-19 started home deliveries of edibles and earned decent amount. If one's profession is based on some technology, please keep an eye on latest developments and changes in that technology. For example, once upon a time, PCO business was doing very well. With introduction of mobiles, this business became defunct. Then these people started business of selling SIM cards and changing of prepaid mobiles. With online recharge, this activity has gone out of business. Only those have survived who have started something new. In addition to above, there are certain more qualities which are required to succeed in profession. We shall discuss about all these one by one in next chapters.